get your first and last name?
I'm Joe Bernardo.
And Joe, my name's Abraham. We're going to do 5 laps in this beautiful 992 GT3RS. With this car, we have 510 horsepower, rear-mounted motor, rear-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering. Coming from the GT4RS to this, the big thing that's going to change is the 4-wheel steering and the rear-mounted motor. When we're out there, just have slow hands in and out of the corners. The thing you're probably going to notice as the driver is the brake pedal in this car is a lot touchier than the GT4RS.
Okay.
So feel that brake pedal out in the first couple corners. The mirrors are mine. All passing procedure remains the same. I always ask when we need to pass a slower car, make sure that slow car shows us their hazard lights. It's the only indicator they see us.
Right.
You want to do paddle shifting?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right hand's up shift, left hand's down shift. I'll verbally remind you on the shift. Any questions before we start moving?
Nope.
If you're ready, push the brake pedal. Shifter, you're going to push the top down with your thumb. And then just like the GT4, boom, boom, go for it.
All right. Should I go straight this way?
Yep, just dead straight. And then we're going to make a left at the end of the tent. We're going to go between the blue cones. And then we'll stop at the last orange cone. We got the pista coming by, so we'll hang out for a quick second. You ready?
Yep.
Go ahead and lead us out. Upshift. Upshift. All the way to the second pylon. Now brakes smooth, less brakes. Stay on the left. Into the green pylon.
Less brakes, you said?
Less brakes, yep.
Okay.
Look for the red pylons on the right side. Remember I said the brakes are touching this car?
Yeah, they are.
Out to the right side. Now brake to the green. Stay outside, off the brakes, look through the left window, easy. Into the green. Tight to the green pylon on the right. Green pylon in front of us. Then back to the left, accelerating back to the left side. Off the gas to the green, accelerate, stick to the right, and brake hard. To the green, off the brakes, straight over the red. Small steering, add more power. More power. Now brake, stay on the right. Downshift once. We're going to pass on the left. Dive to the inside, look for the green pylon. Start coming out to the right, accelerating out to the right. Upshift, back to the left. Upshift. Now brake. Downshift. Green pylon, off the brakes. Pass on the right, accelerating. Brakes to the green. Stay outside. Smooth release. Look through the window. Dive in, tighter. To the right, tight to the green. Green pylon in front of us. Back to the left. Accelerate back to the left. Off the gas. To the right, accelerate. And brake. Into the green. Straight over the red, accelerating. Back to the right side, full power. Upshift. Now brake. Downshift once. Stay outside. Look through the window. Tight to the green. Start coming out to the right. Right now. Out to the right. Upshift. Upshift. Now brake. Off the brakes. Green pylon. Look for the red pylon. Come out to the right. Pass on the left. Brakes. Stay on the brakes. Look through the window. Go to the green pylon. Tighter. Back to the right, tight to the green. Green pylon in front of us. Back to the left, accelerating. Left side. Off the throttle to the green, accelerate. And brake. Into the green, off the brakes. Straight over the red, smooth power. More power. Upshift. Now brake, downshift. Downshift again. Off the brakes, look through the window. Dive in, tighter. Come out to the right. Right now. Accelerate. Upshift. Upshift. Now brake. Downshift. Green. No brakes. Look for the red. Smooth power. Now brake to the green. Brake hard. Off the brakes. Look through the window. Less gas. Tighter first. Come back to the right, tight to the green. Upshift. Back to the the left, accelerating back to the left. Off the gas, green, accelerate, stick to the right, and brake hard. To the green, off the brakes, straight over. More power, full power, upshift. Now brake hard, downshift. One more. Off the brakes, look through the window, easy. Come out to the right, come out to the right. Upshift. Upshift. Now brake, downshift. Green, no brakes. Look for the red, smooth power. Now brake, stay outside. Off the brakes, look through the window. Get a little tighter. Upshift. Tighter. Green pylon. Back to the left. Accelerating. Left side. Off the gas. Green. Accelerating. And brake hard. Green. No brakes. Straight over the red. More power. Now brake hard. We're going to exit. Straight ahead. Nice job. That definitely wasn't a 102, I'll tell you that much. What'd you think of the car?
Oh, it's amazing,
A
man.
little different from the other one, right?
It's crazy how different they are.
Yeah. What's wild to me is that Cayman chassis is part of that older generation created around the same time as the 991.
Yeah.
When the 991s were the
Which way we go?
right behind the Lamborghinis, and then we'll go next to the GT2.
Okay.
When the 991s were the Porsches, like that was the chassis, everybody thought it was all the way down, right there where these guys are standing. Everybody thought it was the coolest car. But then once the 992 came out, we were like, how did they make it so much better?
It's insane.
And then you're going to go right over the bump. That's perfect. Foot off the brake. Excellent. Do you have suspension work done in your car?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay. One thing I want you to work on, even outside of here, is when you're going through those transitions where you're carrying maybe a long sweep leading up to a section, or you have these back and forths, try to resist that urge to have that punch.
Mm-hmm.
Because what ends up happening, especially as your suspension gets stiffer in your car, you won't notice it as much that you're unloading that front end, and you're not allowing the car to really stay settled and create that huge contact patch across the tires.
Okay.
You really want to, when you're doing those sections where here, turn 3 is what we call it, but like at Spring Mountain, they have corner patience.
Mm-hmm.
Same lead up where you're kind of loading up on the outside. You want that car to be as level across outside tires as much as possible.
Right.
So you create a smooth movement on that throttle, and then you just maintain these very small movements. But when you go like that, what ends up happening is the car is going to bounce, and it's going to give you this sensation of being uneasy, and you're not going to want to go faster.
Gotcha.
But if you can just maintain this and just maintain that smooth, consistent pull, you're going to go faster, faster, faster. And by the time you get to the braking zone, you should be questioning all of your life decisions. That's always the end goal. When you go to a braking zone, I mean, like Mario Andretti said, you just go until you see God.
Yeah.
Other than that, honestly, your driving experience, it definitely shows. Your car control when the car is moving, you're definitely there. It's just these small details you want to work on. Nothing crazy.
It's so easy to learn on a car like this.
Oh,
Right?
yes. Well, anything Porsche, that I tell people, the reason people love Porsches is because you can push, and when the car's not happy, it's just like, we're okay. But the bad thing is these cars they can empower a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
But if you really want to extract the car, I mean, there's all these like small little details. But honestly, you were flying.